If you thought we were done with hurricane season, we're not quite done yet. We have Tropical Storm Nicole that has formed overnight in the western Atlantic. I have the latest details on that and the full updated path of where the storm is going to be headed and the potential strengths that it could reach coming up in this segment of your tropical forecast. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Joshua Wisel here in the Weather 225 Storm Studios. Let's take a look at what's going on. First of all, as you can see on the right side of the screen, just a big area of clouds and showers and thunderstorms over the water outside of the center of this storm. The National Hurricane Center said that this storm is expected to be a rather large tropical cyclone. So there's going to be impacts with potential flooding and tropical storm conditions as it makes its way closer to the Bahamas and the southeastern United States coast. The storm is expected at this point in time to move through portions of the northern Bahamas into Florida, up through Georgia, and into the Carolinas as a tropical storm. But this is potentially going to change. We have Hurricane Hunter aircraft that are en route this morning to kind of sample the environment and just see what's going on with this storm, if it's strengthening, and what's occurring. The National Hurricane Center said they believe that this storm could potentially be near or at hurricane strength when it arrives over the Bahamas and into Florida. So we're keeping a very close eye on this storm as it makes its way further to the west. But they are expecting potential widespread impacts of flash flooding, potentially storm surge in the Bahamas, and tropical storm force winds. This will even continue along coastal areas of Florida as the storm makes its way up further to the west. So let's show you the exact path. Right now it is a tropical storm. It's right over where you see that spinning icon. That's where the center of the storm is located. But as we zoom in to the Bahamas, we have tropical storm watches in effect for this storm. We'll be watching to see if there's any sort of upgrade to these. There probably will, given the latest Path B tropical storm warnings at some point because of the threats of this storm. But as we move further to the west, this storm could potentially make landfall, hopefully not as a hurricane, near the Fort Pierce area. Then it will make its way further up through Florida, inland near Live Oak. It'll go past Savannah, Brunswick, through Charleston, and the end of its current path is in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So we have this latest path with it. Like we said, potential storm surge risk for coastal areas is there, along with the risk for coastal flooding and flash flooding with this storm as well. It's not really going to be moving very quickly. So there's going to be some storm areas where it just sits and produces a lot of heavy rainfall with it as well. Right there where you see it's over the Bahamas, just to the northeast of Miami. That'll be around 2 p.m. Wednesday. It'll make its way into Florida by early Thursday, and then it should be just west of Jacksonville by Friday, and then up near Savannah and Charleston by Saturday. So this is going to be an early midweek to late week storm. Early week for the Bahamas, then it should be mid to late week for the coastal southeastern United States. So there's a lot going on. Like we said, Hurricane Hunter aircraft are en route to see what's going on with this storm. So we'll let you know if anything changes with that. But we just want people to be aware there is a tropical cyclone that has formed in the western Atlantic. And there's a lot of people we know from Florida who know that hurricane season really continues until the end of November. But we also know that there's a lot of people that don't think of tropical storms during November. They're too busy thinking about the holidays and just fall and winter-like activities. They're not really thinking about hurricanes or tropical storms necessarily. So this is just a quick update that there is another storm making its way towards the southeastern United States. Whether it's a hurricane or a tropical storm, there's still going to be impacts of potential storm surge in coastal areas and even flooding and tropical storm type conditions with winds near 50 to 60 miles per hour. And then we have again, updates to come from the Hurricane Hunter aircraft to see if this will reach hurricane strength or not. So stay tuned for those updates. Hope you have a great day. Stay tuned for further updates with Weather 225. We'll keep you ahead of the storm. Whether it's sunny, stormy, or snowy in North Texas, be sure to download our free Weather 225 mobile app. Like our video and our live stream? Find us today on Amazon Fire TV.